This situation is a result of years of degradation, deforestation, lack of effective afforestation and action. Ghana's forest cover is depleting at a very alarming and unsustainable rate, and the time to do something about it is now. The guiding principles of the Green Ghana Day, as envisioned by the President of the Republic, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, are as follows. 1. We seek to plant a minimum of 5 million trees today. 2. The logistics, resources, funding, manpower, and participation in this exercise are national, broad-based, non-partisan, citizenship-owned, and anchored on collective action. 3. This will be a yearly exercise with increases in the number of trees each Green Ghana Day, with the goal of 100 million trees being planted in a day, all within the second term of the Akufo-Addo presidency. Green Ghana clubs in our educational institutions will be set up to support our efforts. 4. Economic and fruit trees such as timber, rosewood, neem, wawa, mango, orange, coconut are to be planted to serve as both forest cover and investment so as to contribute to the growth of the economy. 5. The seedlings planted will be nurtured, nursed, and monitored to maturity. A monitoring team has been constituted and chaired by the dependable Chief Executive Officer of the Forestry Commission, Mr. John Alote, which will present quarterly reports on how the trees are growing. And at the first anniversary of the 2021 Green Ghana Day, that is 11 June 2022, a comprehensive report on how well we have done with the 5 million trees will be submitted. The survival of the seedlings planted today is more important than the planting. We intend to do everything possible, Mr. President, to ensure that we achieve a high rate of survival. And 6, this exercise will not constitute a cessation of ongoing afforestation schemes. On the contrary, we intend to enhance such efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, on my own behalf and that of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, I thank the President of the Republic for his foresight and support throughout the planning and execution of this ambitious undertaking. To the Vice President, Madam Chief of Staff, and colleague ministers, we thank you all for your support. We truly appreciate the cooperation of Parliament, the Judiciary, Manshia Palace, Oforipanyi Palace, Bewa Palace, and several other palaces across the country. Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, Madam Chief of Staff, ladies and gentlemen, in the course of the second term of the Akufo-Addo presidency, we at the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources commit to mobilize the mass of our population to restore the forest cover of our country. Wherever you are and wherever you are in Ghana, plant a tree. For planting a tree will green Ghana. Planting a tree makes you a citizen and not a spectator. Planting a tree will help fix our forest cover. Planting a tree will help protect our water bodies. And planting a tree is noble and godly. Green Ghana, let's go planting. I thank you for your attention.
We're grateful to you, Ghana's Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, the Honorable Samuel Abu-Jinapor. Indeed, the survival of these seedlings we plant today is far more important than even the planting. It is for which reason, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it falls to the CEO of the Forestry Commission, the implementing arm of the ministry, to walk us through how the sustainability of this effort will be achieved. Please welcome Mr. John Alote.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, Honorable Chief of Staff, Honorable Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Samuel Abu-Jinapor, MP Damango, Ministers of State, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Since the launch of the Green Ghana project by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, the Forestry Commission and numerous stakeholders have worked tirelessly across the length and breadth of Ghana to ensure the fulfillment of this objective. We have been overwhelmed by the support we have received for this ambitious project. We have been extremely impressed by the commitment and enthusiasm exhibited by our chiefs, religious leaders, school children, civil society groups, MMDAs, the embassies, and ordinary Ghanaians, many of whom troop to our offices and tree nurseries to pick up seedlings, as well as travel from far and near to areas where we have designated for seedlings. Our travels across the nation to monitor progress of preparatory activities and to create awareness have shown quite clearly the determined spirit of the Ghanaian to respond to issues relating to the environment, even during a pandemic, and has confirmed that with the right leadership and motivation, Ghanaians are willing and capable of confronting the challenges of our time. Today, as we gather here to witness the ceremonial planting by Your Excellencies, I wish to confirm that we have distributed almost 7 million seedlings across the country. Both economic timber trees, ornamental trees, and fruit trees. Our team are out in the field lending support and facilitating the planting exercise. Beyond the Green Ghana Day, we have put in place measures to ensure that the planted trees will be nurtured and protected. Our district monitoring teams will undertake quarterly inspections and pay follow-up visits to all institutions and groups who received seedlings during this initiative. It is our expectation that next year, when we gather to commemorate the day, we will also use the occasion to award schools, institutions, and individuals who have performed exceptionally in taking care of their trees. Mr. President and Vice President will today be planting a tree called the Tree of Life, Lignum vitae. The plant derives its name from its medical potency. The Lignum vitae resin has been used over several decades to treat a variety of medical conditions. Its wood is regarded as one of the heaviest and hardest in the world. Let me take the opportunity to take you through some of the highlights so far the steps in planting trees are concerned. First, you choose a location that would allow roots to spread and branches to grow freely, away from building foundations, walls, and power lines. You dig a hole as deep as the root ball and twice as wide. 3, where soil is dry or there has been no rain for 3 days, you pour water to fill at least half of the volume of the hole and allow the water to seep slowly into the surrounding soil. 4, remove the tree seedling from the container. It may be a polythene bag, and then drop the tree seedling slowly into the hole and tamp the basement. Gently do that until you get to a level that is at par with the surrounding environment. You water the tree seedling well and continue to water at least any other day until the tree is matured. I thank you so much for the support you have received from all and sundry. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the Ghana Police Band, and many thanks to you, Mr. John Alote. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the gift of the occasion, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Vice President, Chief of Staff at the Office of the President, and officials of the Presidency, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Minister for Food and Agriculture, the Deputy Minister Designate for Lands and Natural Resources, Chief Executive Officer of the Forestry Commission, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. We're gathered here today for a historic ceremony, the commencement of Green Ghana Day, a day that has been set aside to plant some 5 million trees across the country. The forest, as we all know, is one of the most important natural resources of our mother Ghana, as its continuous existence creates jobs, provides incomes for local communities, is a source of foreign exchange earnings through timber product exports, and offers environmental protection, including water protection and climate change regulation. However, the exploitation of forest resources for national development has not been sustainable over the years. Deforestation and forest degradation are the greatest challenges to sustainable forest management in Ghana today. The consequential effect of deforestation and forest degradation is severe climate change, which has dire consequences for our livelihoods, specifically the drying up of our water bodies, the pollution of our waters, loss of our prime timber species, loss of biodiversity, and change in rainfall patterns and weather conditions in the country. There's thus an urgent need to reverse the trend and restore our forest resources as much as possible back to their original state. We do not have tomorrow or the day after tomorrow to do this. We have to act now. As President of the Republic and co-chair of the eminent group of advocates of the 2030 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, I'm leading the nation today, 11th June, Green Ghana Day, to plant at least 5 million trees across the country as part of the master plan of Ghana's Green Ghana agenda. Government is determined to restore the lost forest cover of our country. Indeed, we're doing so through a number of policy interventions. The attempt to regulate and sanitize the small-scale mining industry is one such to help keep our forest cover and reserves intact. Today's nationwide exercise will not be a one-off event. We intend to enhance ongoing afforestation programs and see to the sustainable exploitation of our forest resources. I assure the Ghanaian people that government is determined to ensure the survival of the 5 million trees being planted today. Together, we must and will protect our environment and ecosystem. And we must contribute to the world's agenda at combating global warming. We have to protect planet Earth and our motherland, Ghana. I appeal to all Ghanaians to embrace the Green Ghana initiative introduced by government and being driven by the energetic, youthful Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, the Member of Parliament for Damango, the Honorable Samuel Abu-Jinapor. It is an ambitious initiative, and we will make the necessary effort to sustain it. God willing, this event will be an annual one, and planting targets will be reviewed upwards every year. As I plant my own tree today at Jubilee House, the seat of the nation's presidency, I express my appreciation to our Green Ghana ambassadors, particularly First Lady Rebecca Akufo-Addo, the Vice President Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, Second Lady Samira Bawumia, the Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin, the Chief Justice, Justice Enin Yabua, the Chief of Staff at the Office of the President, Akusia Frema Osei Opare, the Asantehene Utumfo Osei Tutu II, the Overlord of Dagbon, Yana Mahama Bukari II, the Ochenhene Osadifo Amwetia Oforipenyi, the National Chief Imam, Sheikh Usman Nuhu Sharabatu, and other prominent citizens of our country who've embraced this initiative and committed themselves to supporting this national agenda by planting a tree each. I'm equally grateful to the leaders of the Church of Pentecost, the Presbyterian Church, the Methodist Church, the Catholic Church, the Anglican Church, and other faith-based organizations for their support and commitment to this noble project. Whilst we all plant trees today, let us resolve to nurture, grow, and protect them to maturity. We have a collective responsibility to leave future generations and their communities with richer, more valuable forest and wildlife endowment than we inherited. May God bless us all and our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention, and let us go planting green Ghana.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, one more time, a resounding round of applause. Indeed, a society grows great when her men plant trees whose shades they know they will never sit under. This is how we say thank you, Mr. President, for your leadership and for the motivation you give us to do more. I can't help but notice the cloth you're wearing. My uncle, the Honorable Ifi Akoto, tells me that it means Duakrojim Frama Ebu. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to know that Duakrojim Frama Ebu. When one tree alone takes the storm, it will break. But together as a forest, we can withstand every storm. Please put your hands together one more time for the President of the Republic. Like the young people in Ghana will say, Nana, you do all. And so right after this proceeding, Mr. President, I would invite you together with the Minister, assisted by the Chief of Staff, the Minister of Agric, and the Vice President, to please proceed to the commemorative tree where we shall plant, and together, ladies and gentlemen, we shall set in motion the tree of life, the lignum vitae racing, for a new lease of life for Ghana. To this end, I ask that we rise and invoke the blessings of Allah as we receive the closing prayer from Alhaji Ibrahim Ajay, and thereafter the national salute.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal lazina an'amta alayhim. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim. Waladdallin. Amin.
May God bless you, Mr. President. May God bless the Green Ghana Day, and may God bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. Ladies and gentlemen, let's please remain standing as the President of the Republic and the official party plants the commemorative tree. A little social distancing will do, please. And this is how we reclaim our green vegetation with this bold initiative, the Green Ghana Day. Let's go planting. For all of you watching us on GTV, the station of the nation, and online on Facebook and all social media platforms, we encourage you to pick a seedling from any Forestry Commission office. We have a long time to go before the day closes. Please do well to plant a tree, take a photo, and use the hashtag Green Ghana Day. Let's go planting. Let's send the message to the whole wide world that we are enriching the center of the earth, Ghana, with 5 million trees. My name is Jerry Ajololo, and on behalf of the President of the Republic and from all of us here at Jubilee House, we say thank you.
portraying some students sleeping on the bare floor. The new Drabin South Municipal Director of Education, Mr. Victor DeGraff's Edison, was grateful for the timely intervention since some students sleep on mattresses and even on the bare floor in their dormitories. He said other schools will receive their allocation soon. The chief prefect of the school, Mr. Benjamin Dunkakin,